Hey, what did you think about your open week? What you got done, and just kind of maybe the spirit, the status of the team heading into back into action.
Yeah, I think it came at a really good time for us. Kind of splitting up the first half of the first part of the season in half. Um, it allowed us to really take a step back and find what I try to do is find the balance between letting our team rest and get healthy, but still pushing to get better. And that looks different for every person. So especially in the front half of the week, we tried to break things down, a little less numbers of routines, but more parts and half routines and skills to perfect some things that we haven't been able to take a step back and perfect. In the second half of the week, we did some inner squads on the events, and people were able to practice under pressure a little bit more. Some of our depth who hasn't been competing was able to have an opportunity to prove themselves. So I think we did a really good job finding that balance between getting healthier and continuing to push. And the motivation of the team stayed consistent the whole time, which I'm really happy with. And it has carried us really nicely through this week as well. And the team is ready to get back out there.
Okay, and I had another question about the second half of meets. What is it that has made you guys a very strong beam team, and then on floor as well? Just those two events. What has stood out to you?
It doesn't shock me because that they've prepared very, very well. It's what they do every day in practice. It's what they've done all throughout the preseason and in their inner squads, so that when they go to a meet, it feels that's their normal, that's their default. Especially after a mistake, being able to have that teammates back and step up and just do a normal routine. I think it really comes down to the way they've prepared both physically and mentally, so that when they go out and compete, nothing's happening by accident. They're not getting lucky when they hit routines. It's because they prepared very, very well.
Okay, I'll step back, see if anybody else has stuff.
Yeah, Jordyn, just kind of one question. You've had this time to really work on perfecting some things, and obviously you're coming off that big win over Georgia. So what are some of the things that you're looking for after this whole week that you really want to see from your team on Friday?
Mm-hmm. It's really all in the little details. Those are the things that we kind of broke down on each event. For vault specifically, it was landings. We've really been challenging our team to work on sticking without sacrificing some of the amplitude and the height and the power of the vault. So we've been dialing in that. Bars, it's the same game every week. It's hit the handstands and stick dismounts. So that all comes from consistency and repetition. So we really focus in on that. Beam, just continuing to develop confidence, and again, it's just repetition and making sure that our landing positions are very sharp and confident. And then floor, they've been doing a fabulous job, but one area I challenged them with was to step up their game and their performance quality a little bit, and being really, really intentional with every movement, including the tumbling, including the leaps, but also including the dance and the choreography. So it's been fun to kind of break those things down and work on the little details.
All right, Jordyn, thank you. Tom?
Yes, you had mentioned health of team. Can you give us an update on if everybody's improving there?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think that the bye week really helped us get healthier. So I'm really excited about that. We've got, still a few people working their way back from some larger things like Kiara. She's been, back in bars and beam, but it'll still take a few more weeks for her to get a routine ready on vault and floor. Amanda's doing much better coming off of her sprained ankle. That's one of those injuries that sort of just takes an annoying amount of time to come back from for every athlete. So it's great she's back fully on beam now and working her way back on floor as well, but that will take a few more weeks as well. And then, some of our 3 or 4 event athletes, we've tried to give them some good rest and make sure that they're feeling fresh for this Friday, and hope that will kind of carry us into the next few weeks as well. So the team's looking healthy. I'm excited to get back out there.
Okay. Hey, could you guys share with me the color analyst for the meet at Georgia said some really nice things about you guys as the meet was wrapping up, and I had her name in my head, but I forgot that. Could y'all enlighten me on who that was? Not positive.
Was it Bridget Sloan?
I think it was Bridget, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Former Florida gymnast.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's all I got. Thanks.
All right, if we can keep this today short, I guess. If nobody has any more questions, let everybody go.